So I'm videoing from my phone because if I do a live, I have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Also, still in Idaho, I believe. I also was thinking about being targeted, and I wanted to say something about that. I noticed that, like, if I talk about it on any of my platforms, I rarely get any views or hits or anything. Like, when I use my actual voice and talk. Now, I don't know. Some of that, I believe, is psyops. Who's that back there? You know, they try to communicate things to you all the time by, you know, this mass psyop thing. And every individual is probably going to have a different psyops that they're experiencing. I just wanted to show some of this landscape. And so there's that. But then I also started thinking the people who get lots of views who talk about being targeted, sometimes, I'm not saying all because I don't want to put out misinformation, but I think sometimes why I think the people who are actually being targeted probably don't get a lot of views because they don't want the information out there. And I think when I first was targeted, this started back in 2014, but I didn't know it. There was good information out there. Like, there was genuine information about strategies and things you could do. But then now I notice a lot of stuff about things like, you know, things that no one's going to believe. You know, talking about the cell towers and how it's controlling people. And, you know, those things may be true. They may not be true. I could see it. Because if you look at just people in general, they're always facing on their phones constantly. And these are electric magnetic frequencies. And these things do control you. They control, you know, how you get your electricity. They control how you can call someone on the phone. All of that stuff. So I just think that it's important to not rule them out. But what I'm saying is that most people are not going to believe that. So talking about those things is nonsense. It's not nonsense, but I just don't think that that's going to get us anywhere. So that sometimes I get leery of people who overly focus on the weapons, the direct energy weapons and things, because these are things that are hard to prove. So anyway, the thoughts I was thinking were people who are actually targeted, their voices are actually being suppressed, and don't get a lot of views when they talk about it. But people who possibly are just part of the psyop machine, use there to spread disinformation or misinformation. Those may be accounts that, you know, just keep an extra eye on. It doesn't mean it's not true. Like I said, I don't want to be saying things and it's not true and people aren't getting the help that they need. But anyway, so I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to show some more of the landscape while I was in a place where I felt like I could do it semi-safely. So let's see, I'm going to get over here because Mr. I'm obscuring your